Good morning and welcome to Young's Crossing Creations. My name's LaJuan and I'm so glad you're here. At the end of the video, if you like it, I would love if you would hit like and subscribe. Maybe any comments would be great too. Today I'm going to do something different than I normally do. I'm going to be cooking sugar cookies, baking them. And I don't normally bake on YouTube, but this is what I'm doing today. And it's plain old sugar cookies, but I'm using this old Good Housekeeping cookbook, which saved me so much trouble. Because when I first married, I could not cook. Well, I could cook oatmeal, but after a while, much as my husband loved me, oatmeal got a little old. So I got this cookbook using S&H green stamps, and I've been married almost 50 years, so that tells you just how old it is. Okay, I'm a messy person in the kitchen, so we're going to put on my apron and put my hair up just to be safe. And we're going to get these cookies going. And be sure and stay until the end so you can see what I put them in to make them kind of unique. Thank you. I'm just going to make a half of the recipe because we don't need that much cookies. My husband's diabetic, but I can give them to my grandkids and they will be devoured, I'm sure. Okay, first thing we need, I'm cutting in half, so it's going to be 1 1/2 and 1/8. Okay, here's 1. And I'm just kind of guesstimating this because I don't have 1/8 of a cup. I think that's about right. Okay, now I'm going to need 3/4 a cup of sugar. One. Next, we're going to put in 1/3 a cup of shortening. Adding 1 egg. Okay. Now I need 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. And always use the real vanilla. I'm sure you know that. It's just a world of difference in pure vanilla and imitation. Okay, and I need half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, alrighty. got my flour, my sugar, my shortening, my egg, my baking powder, my milk, my vanilla, my salt. And that's all I need. So I'm going to kind of blend this up just a little bit before I put it in the mixer. Got it in there, and I'm going to start mixing it slowly at first. And then I'm going to roll me out some wax paper. I have a little tip. Everybody may know it, but what I do is I'll kind of wash down. I already washed it down earlier, but dampen my countertop a little bit. Then when I lay my wax paper down, or parchment paper, this time it's wax, lay it on that, and it's going to stay put nicely. So I'm going to pull this out. And I'm supposed to make it into a ball, like so. Then I'm going to roll it up in the wax paper. And I'm going to sit it into the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours. And then I'll come back and bake them. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to do the cookies. And I took my ball of cookie dough out of the refrigerator, and I'm going to unwrap it and take out about half. That's a little less than half, perhaps. Roll the rest up and put it in the fridge. Okay, my cookie dough sat in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. And then we're going to roll out our cookies. We're going to roll them out pretty thin because I kind of want them crispy. And that'll be, it says paper thin to about 1/8 of an inch. And that's what mine are going to be. So we'll go ahead and roll them out. I think I'm going to break this up again and roll these out. That'll be good enough to start. In my old cookie trays. And I'm using, actually, as a donut cutter, antique. But if you take the little middle section out, it's good for biscuits, or in this case, cookies. I'm dipping it in flour. I've got my oven heating to 400. We're going to roll up these trimmings and use them as well. Do you like your cookies thin and crispy, or thick and chewy? I like them both. I think, I don't know, if it's a chocolate chip, I like it soft and chewy. If it's something like this, I'd just soon it be crispy. Okay. Let's see how many we can get. And be careful that your earring doesn't fall in the batter. This recipe ended up making about 30 cookies, 15 on a tray. And I'm going to stick this little piece in there so I can have a taste when it's done. And we'll see. So now we're going to put them in the oven. I think I'm going to Okay, we're going to set the timer for about 8 minutes and see what we've got. Okay, it's time to get them out of the oven. They smell good. Okay, we're going to let these cool, and while they're cooling, we're going to go out to the bungalow and do that special little project I had to put them in. Thank you, and we'll be right back. Out to the bungalow. Let's see if we see any deer. We have some wild berries way out there. See them? They're so pretty. I looked them up. They were called beauty berries. They're just pretty to look at. I tried to transplant some last year to the yard instead of out here, but I was not successful. I think it was the time of year I did it. Maybe another time. We used to have some way out there too. They may be there. And what are you doing? Did you have to follow me out? Yeah? Did you do that? Did you follow me? Pretty girl. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, you don't need to go in. It's nice and cool out here today. You won't want to stay long. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. For the sugar cookies, we're going to make a little bag to put them in, just to kind of draw attention if it's at a bake sale or just a quick gift if you're home and want to make somebody something. And I know you can get bags at the Dollar Tree for $1, $1 and a quarter, but this just makes it more special. Now I trimmed off the top here about this much because it got jagged and torn a little bit opening it. Now I'm going to go around and fold it down to the inside about an inch. like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Now, then this one I'm going to go a little more because it's got that torn area. That's all there's to it. Then we're going to punch a hole about, you can see where the edge of the bag goes here. We're going to move over from it toward the middle a little bit. And since I folded down double, it's a little tougher. Okay. Same on the other side. And then the same on the back side. Okay. I got that done. Now I'm going to kind of make it fold in a little bit more. Okay. Now, you can either do ribbon or you can do red. Red seems to draw attention at anything. So the first one I'm just going to do red ribbon. And I'm measuring it out here on my poster board where I've put lines. And I'm going to do 18 inches twice. Like so. And cut it off. Okay. I'll put the back one in first. And you're going to pull the ribbon from the outside to the inside. Then we're going to make knots on the end, just enough so that it won't pull back through the hole, like so. Then I'll bring the other side through, like so. And cut the end of it. That's the bow for that side, the handle. Now I've got the other one here. And make sure I picked up the right one, okay. Alright, first we're going to put it in one side, tie our knots. That's good enough. Okay, before we put the other one in, I didn't have thick cardstock. I had some recipe cards, and so I used them. And on each side I glued some paper I bought off of Amazon that's already, I didn't have to coffee stain it or tea stain it. And I ran it through the printer, and I just put in homemade sugar cookies. And I've got my little handy dandy tag maker here. Okay. And what I did, I printed that out on that paper that I got from Amazon. Then I cut out another sheet and glued one on each side of this recipe card. I know I shared with you before how far it is for us to go to any town or store. So I we just always learn to make do or figure something out. And I didn't have them, and I wanted to do this. So anyway, I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to hang it on that side. And here. Now I'll stick this through the other side of my bag. And proceed to tie the knots. Okay. And we've got it like that. Now I'm going to do the second one. The second bag is going to be easier because it was torn open more carefully. And I'm just going to roll it in. I will do the twice over, but like I said, since it was torn open more carefully, it's going much better. Okay, now I'm going to put my holes in for my ribbon. Okay, this time I'm going to use raffia. No, not raffia. I'm going to use jute cord so you can see which you like best. I'll do the back first. Tie my knots. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Measure out my 18. Put my other tag on, tie the knot. You don't have to put a tag, but it works out well, especially if you want to. You could put the name of the organization you're raising the money for, or just the price, or whatever. And that's that one. Now, I've got some paper here, but I think I'm going to go inside and we're going to put our cookies in and see what it turns out like. Okay, we're back in now and we're going to put our cookies in. I'm doing it in wax paper bags, but you could do it in Ziploc bags or whatever. I was going to do the Ziploc, but I remember I had all these little wax paper bags. I can put 6 in each of these bags. Let's see, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just love these little wax paper bags for some strange reason. I think they're cool. That means each one of my little gift bags that I just made are going to have a dozen cookies. Okay, now I'm just going to put them in my bag like so. And then I'm going to take a piece of the tissue paper and put it in like that. And there you've got your sugar cookies for the bake sale or just a little gift for somebody. Put these in. Get your other piece of tissue paper. And put it in. And there you have both of the bags. I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know if this is something you might try. You may think it's just too much trouble, but I enjoy doing this kind of thing, especially for someone special. So thank you for watching. And if you would like, I would appreciate it. And a subscription would be fabulous. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.